as for total non-stop action live on pay-per-view. Is scheduled for one fall, about to make his way to the ring from Anaheim, California, Frankie, the Future Kazarian.
And hello once again, everyone, from ringside. Mike today, joined by Don West. Frankie Kazarian, after an absence of nearly 6 months from TNA, returned 2 weeks ago tonight, and he returned with an agenda. So outspoken against Jerry Lynn. He felt he was overlooked by the Team NWA captain when Lynn assembled the roster for the first ever America's X Cup, but he proved his point in the ring by defeating Lynn 2 weeks ago.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, he weighs in at 224 pounds, prime time, like so many members of the TNA roster, prime time, in demand around the world, recently splitting his time between TNA and the States, All Japan Pro Wrestling in the Orient. I spoke to Skipper earlier. He said, my focus, my emphasis is going to be on the U.S. with TNA. He's here to stay, and tonight, Frankie Kazarian turns his attention towards another member of Team NWA. Yes, he beat Jerry Lynn 2 weeks ago. Tonight, it's Felix Skipper.
Let's talk about that victory he had, though, 2 weeks ago, Mike Tenay. Yes, he beat Jerry Lynn, but Jerry Lynn was suffering from a severe shoulder injury. He's been suffering from it for weeks. He gave a gutsy effort. Kazarian took advantage of it. But let me tell you something. Primetime Felix Skipper is 100% perfectly healthy. This is going to be a real match, and I know Kazarian's got a grudge. He's let everybody know it, but there could only be 4 members. But he's still trying to show the world that he should not have been overlooked for Team NWA, and this is his chance. He's already beaten Lynn. Can he beat primetime Felix Skipper?
Did you hear the rumors that I heard earlier today? We've known that Skipper has been attempting to reunite his NWA Tag Team title-winning Triple X team, but he could never get Low Ki and Christopher Daniels on the same page. Do you hear what I heard?
Yes, I've heard it.
I hear that Daniels and Low Ki are actually now talking, and I don't know that that's... I don't know that we can make the assumption that there's going to be a reformation of Triple X, but it's a step in the right direction.
I was going to say, it's the first step, Mike. That's all they can do. Those two have become such bitter enemies when they were so close. At least he's got to talk. But other than that, we're not going to speculate any farther. We have no information. All we know is that the word is that those two are talking. But Felix Skipper right now can't be thinking about that. He's just got to be thinking of showing Frankie Kazarian why he wasn't invited to Team NWA.
Top leg from that dropkick nailed Skipper right in the face. We have so much ground to cover here tonight, Don. First, want to point out, seeing these great X Division stars in action, the reigning X Division champion Chris Sabin suffering a knee injury in that tag team matchup recently against Team Japan. Understand ligament damage. Not exactly sure to the extent of that injury that Sabin suffered.
He could be out 10 days. He could be out 10 months. We're going to find all that out, and as soon as we have an update on the information, we'll give it to you. And as I always say, you can go to NWATNA.com and check for the latest information.
New NWA Director of Authority, Vince Russo, really laying down the law, talking about a new policy in TNA.
Oh, here he goes!
People have to earn their spots. Nobody's going to be given any preferential treatment. Snapped off the head scissors to Skipper on Kazarian. Follow cover. Here's 2. No, kick out by Kazarian. Russo laying down the law. No more preferential treatment. You're going to earn your spots, whether it's a title shot or in the rankings. And on the heels of that, it's next Wednesday night, a special 6-man elimination match to determine a #1 contender in the X Division to take on Chris Sabin eventually, we hope.
Well, I love that, and I love what Vince Russo's doing there as he's taking control of the situation. He is taking the X Division and putting it back and saying, here we go. We're putting 6 men, 6 of the best in the X Division. They're going to fight it out. The winner is the #1 contender and will face Chris Sabin in the future. And there goes Kazarian. Beautiful.
Tremendous dive over the top, crashing into Felix Skipper on the ring entrance ramp. Let's see if Kazarian can now follow up the advantage that he has after connecting with the high-risk move. What a different attitude we've seen from Kazarian since coming back to TNA a couple of weeks ago, Don.
Complete transformation. This is a complete turnaround. I'll tell you something, as we look at this replay of when he went over there to take out Felix Skipper, how smooth, look at this, just determined, wham, just right on him.
We saw the great highlights at the top of the program.
Oh, look!
With Team AAA as we see him slingshot in, hit the DDT. Here's the cover. Far legs hook, kick out by Skipper. What a great performance by Team AAA, winning the second version of America's X Cup. Initially, they defeated the U.S.-based Team NWA. They come back, they knock off Team Canada. Get your calendars out. Circle the date.
You got it.
Next defense for Mexico's Team AAA in the America's X Cup is going to be April the 7th. We'll have more details in the weeks to come.
Oh, Kazarian, man, he has just come in determined right here, taking Elix Skipper by surprise. And you know what? You're right. This is a new Frankie Kazarian. He's got an attitude, which I think is a good thing, Mike. You've got to wrestle with a chip on your shoulder. You've got to. You've got to feel like everybody's against you when you're out there in that ring. Anything to get that edge, anything to take control.
One of the other steps by Russo to try and, well, make people earn their positions here. You'll see it later tonight, a 10-man contenders gauntlet match. Where in terms of determining the eliminations, we will also determine the rankings for these competitors as Kazarian connects with the leg drop, springing off the ropes in another near fall.
Frankie Kazarian just totally right now in control of this match. He has just come out with a game plan in mind, and he's following it, because let me tell you something. When you take control of Elix Skipper, you're doing something. This guy is unbelievable, and that's what I'm talking about. He can turn it around that quick, Mike.
Just as he did, and now you would expect that the momentum switch here would go towards Elix Skipper. Let's see if he can recover. Skipper slowly making his way back up to his feet. You can say the same for Kazarian. Both men back up to the vertical base at the same time. Kazarian charges across. Skipper connects with a pair of clotheslines.
Look at this. He's just totally got Frankie Kazarian out of his play game, and here he goes. Elix Skipper, I believe, is going to be an X Division champion one day. This guy's got all the skills. He may even be a heavyweight champion one day. Oh, but Kazarian just gets out of the way.
Top rope leg drop. The guillotine leg drop attempt by Elix Skipper does not connect. Kazarian able to roll out of the way, avoid the contact, and now let's see if the momentum switches back towards Kazarian. Referee Mike Posey puts in the count as Kazarian gets back up first, drives the boot right into the chest and face of Skipper, fires him off into the corner.
See what happens right here. Kazarian's got him.
He's going to try for the back to the future.
He's got it. Here it goes.
Here's one, two.
No! Oh, he can't believe that he got out of that, but the strength of Elix Skipper, able to just bridge himself right out, Mike, and keep the shoulder blades from being pinned.
Look on the face of Frankie Kazarian. That look of absolute shock that Skipper was able to kick out tells the whole story.
Look at this. Here he goes. Wait a minute. Quick roll up. Two.
Oh,
no!
He held the trunks, but he got the pin. Going on the mat, Frankie Kazarian. Skipper went for the instant replay move, but Kazarian was able to counter, reverse it in mid-move, roll him up, and he used the tights to get the 3 count.
I'll tell you what, Frankie Kazarian saw the opportunity.
Whoa!
Oh, no! Oh, what is this all about? You got the win. You proved your point.
On the assault, on the attack, with this post-match beatdown is Kazarian on Skipper.
No way. Oh, wait a minute. Jerry Lynn just got in the ring. Coming to the aid of his teammates.
This has been the heat between Kazarian and Lynn, and how about that? Team NWA on the same page now.
Oh, that was just uncalled for by Frankie Kazarian. Uncalled for.
And the captain of Team NWA, Jerry Lynn, comes to the rescue of primetime Elix Skipper.
You can see the crowd love that reaction.
But nonetheless, there's the man that gets the win, Frankie Kazarian. Let's send it to the back. Scott Hudson, with several of the competitors involved in tonight's Contenders Gauntlet.